Hello and welcome to episode 25 of the Minecraft Archive. This episode is long overdue and much awaited by you guys. I've been receiving lots of comments lately saying, man, it has been nearly a month since you've put out a new video, when are you going to make a new one? And a lot of you have been asking, how is the skyscraper coming along? And I have some really good news about the skyscraper and some bad news. The really good news is that it is finished for the most part. I worked on it a lot last night, and I finished the 9th floor, and I am really happy with how the whole thing has turned out, and I will give you guys a tour of that here in just a bit. But the bad news is not all of the 100 rooms have been designed. In fact, none of them have. But I hope to be getting to that soon. We will go take a look at it now. But I'm still concerned with how much wool I need for all of the floors and walls and ceilings for all the 100 rooms. So I've started to collect that wool. I actually used a ton of wool for the 9th floor. We'll get to that here in just a bit. But so yeah, if you walk up here, I've got some stuff to clean up. I've used some of these things to get some more resources. I'll explain all this in a later episode. But anyway, so yeah, here it is, the front of Enterprise Estates. Nothing too fancy. You can see that each room has a balcony. You can't get out on the balcony. It's simply for aesthetics, because if you can imagine... Ooh, sheep. Alright, sorry. If I see a sheep, I am going to kill it nowadays, because I need wool very badly. So let me go kill these guys real quick, and then we'll get back to explaining the balconies. Ooh, yeah, 3 pieces of wool. Alright. So yeah, I get very excited when I see sheep these days, because my main way of getting wool has been to sit at my mob trap and collect spider string. But man, you need 9 pieces of string just to make 1 block of wool, and that takes forever. So I've still found the best way to get wool is to go around and hunt poor sheep. But yeah, so as I was saying, the balconies are there for aesthetic purposes. If they weren't there, that would just be a flat wall, and it would be very boring. So, kind of gave it some depth. There are balconies on all 4 sides, of course. But so anyways, if we go inside of here, this is the first floor, and I think, I was going to say, I think a spider might be in here. I have been having some problems with mobs actually spawning inside of here. I think I need to maybe hang some lights from the ceiling here to maybe light up the place a little bit better, because I think some of the spots are too dark for are too dark to keep monsters from spawning. So yeah, this room hasn't changed a whole lot since I've last shown you guys, and the next several floors are pretty much the same. I may be adjusting the brightness of this video so that it's not too dark in here. It's just such a big enclosed space. It's very hard to light it all up. Obviously I have a lot of empty space inside the building, being this kind of middle area here. It's very hard to figure out how to light that all up. I'm not sure the best way to do it. But anyways, so this is floor 2. As you guys know, 16 rooms per floor. And pretty much floors 2, 3, 4, and I want to say 5 are identical. This was the bulk of the time of creating the skyscraper. Each floor took a lot of time to create. I made all the smooth stone. Yet again, I remind you guys, I do everything legitimately, 100%. Never installed a mod or used any hacks to get anything like in my inventory, no infinite items. So the smooth stone took forever, and these stone steps took forever. Creating all the glass, that wasn't too bad. It did require a lot of sand. I still don't know exactly how many of each item I used to construct the skyscraper. I'm estimating about 20,000 stone blocks. I would say easily thousands of torches, thousands of pieces of wood to build all these staircases, the fence post, the railing, all that good stuff. So it looks like we're here at floor 5. So as you can see, much of it was pretty much the same. Not a whole lot different between each floor, but as I go and I design all the rooms, it'll give the skyscraper a lot more character to be able to look in the rooms and see all the different colors and objects in there. It should look pretty cool, but this is kind of what I was talking about here. I love the view as you step outside of each room, kind of overlooking that foyer when you first walk in, and this is the swimming pool actually. Somebody left a really funny comment about the swimming pool. I told them I was going to make the floor of the swimming pool out of glass so you can see it from the floors below. And they said, man, you'll be able to see up people's shorts. So I guess if you go swimming in the swimming pool, do not wear baggy shorts. Not a good idea. But so anyways, approaching floor 6, and this is where things start to get interesting. A, because we're in the clouds, and B, because there's some variety. So this is a staircase leading up to floor 7 with a nice little fountain here. I'm going to get engulfed in a cloud. Man, this is one of the things I really hope Notch fixes because it's very annoying that clouds travel through buildings. I'm not sure what it would take to implement that. I know he has made it so, rain and snow does not occur indoors. But I think that's a little easier because it falls vertically, and because clouds travel horizontally, it's probably harder to detect if it is an enclosed space. But hopefully he fixes this soon because I don't like being in the clouds. I mean, this is the first really cool floor where I was able to do some of the ideas I had for the skyscraper, and now I'm in the clouds. So I'll show you this once the clouds pass. See if I can find anywhere where I'm not inside a cloud. Okay, so here we go. These are the 4 VIP rooms. These rooms were reserved for the 4 people that named bases inside my world. For instance, Kutrel named the Enterprise. He will get one of these rooms. So we are here, on the 6th, 7th floor? Let's see, what floor am I on? I'm on the 7th floor. So apparently floors 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are the same. Actually, speaking of losing track of what floor I'm on, part of the reason this whole thing took so long is I started to build floor number 7 before floor number 6 was done. I lost track. I probably should have put signs up to number them or something. Maybe that's something I'll do here soon. But so anyways, I mean, these rooms aren't any bigger than the rooms that you find downstairs. They just are as high up in the skyscraper as the rooms can be, so they have really good views. Alright, inside of here is the art gallery, and this art gallery was an idea that You Can't See Me Z gave me, and I may eventually do a separate building for an art gallery. I just wanted to do kind of a small one up here. I think it kind of turned out cool. You've got little benches to sit in and very scenic view with the windows above and below, and here comes another cloud. But yeah, as you can see, there's just paintings on the wall, and they're labeled by their name. Nothing too special, but just kind of a nice little relaxing room here. These are kind of like sitting areas, and I wish I could show you without the clouds being here because they look pretty cool. Yet again, you got the windows above and all around, and some couches and benches with some cozy wool carpet. And then there's an identical... Oh, here we go. I'm not in a cloud now. Here's another sitting room here, identical to the one over there. And you can just kind of see some random benches and paintings out here. And then this room is the library. And this idea goes to, or came from, Mr. Captain Pony. And just made like it's a little tight in space right here. I'm not crazy about that, but... the room is as big as it was, so I did what I could with it. But anyways, yeah, so Mr. Captain Pony suggested building a library somewhere in the skyscraper, and this seemed like a good spot. So other than being a little tight on space, it turned out pretty good. Got some nice little benches to sit and read at. Okay, so yeah, and then there's the 4 VIP rooms. So let me go up to the next floor. Here's where things start to get cool. Not that the other floors weren't cool. They turned out well, but they just, I need to design all the 100 rooms to give it some more character. This is the swimming pool on the 8th floor, and I really like how this turned out. Okay, nobody look up my shorts. I'm gonna go for a dip. But yeah, so this is an entire glass floor. Water is very tricky on top of glass. I was actually able to make it all still. I will show you guys how I did that in a later episode when I show you guys a bunch of little tricks I learned while creating this skyscraper. Learned some new cool things about Minecraft. I look forward to sharing with you guys. But yeah, hopefully the lighting looks good on YouTube. On my screen, it's definitely a really cool room with the blue from the water and the chandeliers above. These I kind of came up with on my own. You know, it's just the chair with a not a stone slab, a wood slab. And they kind of look like lawn chairs that you would see around like a pool or maybe like on a deck in real life. So yeah, a little variation of a chair turned them into a lawn chair. Out here is just a little balcony with a very scenic view of all my creations below. I really like it up here. I've got some bricks around some flowers here, kind of like a landscaping or whatever you want to call it. I'm still waiting for this grass to patiently grow over here. Now that it's spread, I can actually put this brick back where it belongs. But yeah, I actually had a staircase of dirt going from the ground below and had the grass come all the way up here simply so that I could have grass in my, you know, kind of flower area here. It looked bad when it was just dirt. But yeah, so really scenic view up here. I really like this. But let's go up to the 9th and final floor, the restaurant. And this was actually an idea that somebody sent to me, and we kind of went back and forth and personal messages. Forgive me for forgetting your name. If you want to remind me who that was, I will leave a note in the description that said this restaurant was so-and-so's idea. But so yeah, you come up the 9th floor. You're right here. This is where you would wait to be seated. You would put in your name with your party, and you would patiently sit here at the bench waiting for your name to be called so that you can be seated at a table. And as you can see, we have all different sizes of tables up here with little benches to sit at. And you have a wonderful view below. I wish it was daytime so you guys could see a little bit better. But very, very cool view from up here. So apart from the tables, we have a bar here, and we have bar stools, and you kind of got to hop up here to be able to sit at them. But you can sit here at the bar. These little switches are meant to be taps. If you've ever been to a bar, you know, the taps that they use to pour out the beer. So we've got several different options here for whatever beer you want, and you can sit here at the bar. More tables over here, and then this is the kitchen area. Employees only. And inside here we have kind of like a table where stuff would probably get chopped up. Lots and lots of furnaces to cook the food. And then we actually have some food options. We have bread in here. We have pork chops in here. Fish below. And up here some cake for dessert. So not a huge menu. Not a whole lot to choose from. But give it kind of a kitchen-y feel by putting some actual food in there. So yeah, here we go. This is the big table for the large parties that come in. I think there's 8 seats here, yes. And then some more tables stuffed back in here. So yeah, this is the restaurant. You have an entire glass ceiling. This is where it did take a lot of glass. Oh no, and it's raining. I'm actually very curious how this rain will affect my frame rate. I know when I play just by myself, not recording, the snow and the rain absolutely kills my frame rate. Something very interesting though about Enterprise Estates. You are actually in a biome that rains here, and if I travel to the other side of the restaurant, a nice quiet snowfall here. So very interesting. There's like a line. See if I can find it where it's just right here. So you got rain on this side, snow on this side. So that was interesting while I was building it, traveling through the two different types of weather. It'd snow constantly, and the snow would cover up what I'm building. Is very annoying, having to lay torches down to melt all the snow. So yeah, this is the restaurant. Turned out pretty well, I think. I like the whole idea of, you know, sitting up here, and it's very scenic. So I think that covers all of the skyscraper. I apologize that it took a month to build. I could have probably done it a little bit faster. Haven't had as much time as I'd like to be able to play this game. But by the way, I am certainly not done with the Minecraft archive. I know I haven't been making videos for a while, but it is certainly not a sign that this series is coming to an end. I really enjoy this game. I have a long list of things that I want to still build. So I hope to start making episodes more regularly again. This project was just almost a little too big, but remember, the whole idea of doing this project is to celebrate reaching 100 subscribers. You know, I'm very thankful to have reached that milestone, and I really wanted to show you guys my appreciation. So I hope I've done well. I will start gathering as much wool as I can and getting started to design all 100 rooms. Let me show you guys a little way I get down from here, because it's a little annoying taking, 8, 9 flights of stairs. So I have figured out if I jump off right here, I can land in the water fountain below and safely survive. I do not recommend trying that at home. Very dangerous. But anyways, some of the final things I hope to do for the skyscraper. Ooh, sheep. Gotta be careful that there's no creepers out here. There's a zombie. Okay. Some of the final ideas, final touches I can see myself making. I think I'm going to do like a big sign out here in the front of Enterprise Estates. Like, the sign will be like 2 giant E's, and the E's will be made out of like glowstone. I think that'll look pretty cool. If you guys got any comments about this, I'd love to hear what you think of the skyscraper. You know, is it boring? Is it awesome? Do you have any suggestions on, what needs improvement? Is there something I should add to this main foyer? Something I should add to the restaurant above? If you guys got any ideas, just let me know. Like I said, I did most of this on my own, except for a few of the suggestions that people gave me for some of the rooms upstairs, like the library and the art gallery. So yeah, I hope it turned out well, because I really do appreciate all of the subscribers. I always get twisted up on that word, subscribers, that I've received over, how long I've been making videos now? I guess about 5 months. And speaking of which, geez, I'm just trying to celebrate reaching 100 subscribers, and I'm now up to, 300 some. It just amazes me all the time. I never, ever thought I would get that many subscribers. But anyways, to finish out this episode, what I am actually going to do is celebrate the grand opening of Enterprise Estates by building the very first room. And this first room goes to CK Slim. So actually, let me put your name on the sign up here. Inventory is getting a little full, I guess. So, CK Slim's room. So, alright, you received room number 1, and you requested red wool. So go ahead and lay that down, and you can kind of see, you can actually see up into the rooms above, and you're probably wondering, why is there a hole in the floor? Because as I build the ceiling for this room, room number 1, the room above it will now have something that it can set its floor on top of. It might be a little confusing, so let me just show you guys. Fill in all this with red wool. we go. And he wanted, she, I'm sorry. If I ever get gender wrong, you know, I guess more times than not, I assume it's a guy. I apologize. I do know I have some female viewers because I'm able to see statistics, unless you guys are lying about your gender on YouTube. I think like 10% of my viewers are female. So anyways, if you're ever a female and I mistakenly call you a man, I am sorry. I am just looking at the username and trying to assume which gender it is. And I think that goes there. And if I can't figure it out, I typically call it a he. I'm sorry. So yeah, he wanted, let's say they. They wanted sandstone for their storming outside. That thunder sounds awesome, by the way. I've got my Turtle Beach headset on, it just echoes. It's pretty cool. But sandstone ceiling, sandstone walls. And there we go. So now you can see this ceiling will be like kind of like the base of the floor in the room above. Hopefully that makes sense. He wanted a chandelier as well. I think I need to make one more. Yes, I do. So as you can see, I mean, it doesn't really take a lot of time to make these rooms. Is that how I want to do that? That seems awfully low to the ground. I feel like I'm going to hit my head on that. Alright, so I'm going to tear this down. I'm just going to put a chandelier like that. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. Okay, so they wanted a chandelier. They also wanted a bed. Put that here. They wanted a bookshelf. Glad I am indoors. It sounds nasty outside. Not sure how tall I should make that. Does that look okay? Good enough. And a chest. Got some serious lag there. And then a random painting. I think that's it after that. Let's see what we get. I believe that one is called Bust. And I would like to place a torch there, but I'm clean out of torches and coal. But I promise I will come back. I will add a torch there, and I think that'd be a good spot for one as well. See, there we go. Room number 1, CK Slim. Looks pretty cool. I can't wait to design all these rooms and see the variety of them all. Some of the ideas were really crazy, really cool. But I will begin to gather all the wool I need. Room number 1. I am very, very excited to see how this all turns out. See what it looks like from the window. Cool, cool. Looks good. Alright. I'm not sure how long this episode was. I feel like it's pretty long. Maybe a 2-parter. But anyways, I have hopefully a couple more videos coming this week. No promises, but I'm going to try to do it. One of the videos will be an episode on tips and tricks. Like I say, I've learned a lot of pretty cool things building this giant skyscraper. Little tricks that I've learned along the way that I don't think are real well known. Some of you may know them, but well, we'll get to that in that episode. And then also, I'm going to do a Q&A with one of my viewers, Raging Peanut. He sent me some questions, and I'm going to answer them and make a video. Just some questions like, you know, how'd you get started playing Minecraft? You know, where'd you hear about it? Hopefully you guys find that interesting. Sit down and answer some of those questions. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you enjoyed the skyscraper. I look forward to designing all your rooms. Hopefully I'll get that done as soon as I can. And I just want to thank you for watching. I'll see you later.